Hello, I'm APX and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Xbox Updated Adventures Let's Play. This is the Let's Play where we're playing through the various updates that have come out for Minecraft on the Xbox, building stuff, killing stuff, and of course, destroying stuff. And today, I'm actually going to be doing, I guess, really kind of the building stuff, but it's more placing than building, because I have a whole bunch of iron that I found last week, which actually describes why I'm also here in the old/new section of the Let's Play world, the TU61 Let's Play. I really like this part. It's a nice break. It's like my getaway resort inside Minecraft. But no, today I'm going to be taking all of the iron which has been smelted over this past time. I'm going to be taking it into rails, and I'm going to be finishing a lot of the rail-based projects I have. So first of all, getting the Elder Guardian from its, like place in the middle of the ocean all the way to the thing, I can do that. Oh, actually, I can make the rails, not the gold part, but I can do all of that besides the golden part. So I'm going to be placing that now. Actually, do I have gold anywhere in the world? But then also, as well as that, I can also work on the metro, the subway, the underground rail thing. So that's going to be exciting too. And basically, we can just do a lot of the things which I've needed iron for a while, which I just happened to run across a lot of it last week. So yeah, it's exciting times, and hopefully you'll enjoy this episode. So obviously, while we do that, I like to talk about what I've been going on the last week, because this is, although it's a Let's Play, it's also like kind of more like it's like a cross between like a vlog, but also like crossed with a, it's a lot of things all at once. So do you want to know what I've been up to, maybe? Let's hope you said yes to that, because it's the internet, I can't tell. This is a lot of rails, by the way, but yeah, basically, because it's the internet, I can't necessarily tell, but I will just assume you said yes. So wow, I'd love to tell you about what I've been up to this past week. So actually, one of the things I did is I watched maybe 2 movies in a week, which is like a lot, right? Like, I don't know what the average number of movies someone watches is, and honestly, I don't know if there is an average number of movies that a person watches, because like, the truth is we try to like say there's an average, but like everyone's different, so you can't really prove that anyway. But yeah, whatever. My point being is I watched more movies than I've watched in a week before, and yeah, it's kind of interesting to like go somewhere and then like 4 days later go back. But that's a first for me, first ever time I watched 2 movies in 1 week, because honestly, there's just been a lot of movies coming out this January, and I was like, I really want to see that. That sounds good. Only is 90 minutes. In case you're curious, I think it was like, it's called like not Men Against Fire. It's called like the Darkest Hour, and then also Cave Den Thief. It's I don't actually know movie names because there's so many, and they all have such generic titles. Because titles for movies are almost like, it's almost like clickbait for movies, right? Where they just want to have like something that sounds watchable, but it's not a good description of the movie. So like, Darkest Hour, can you guess what that's about just from the name? Probably not, because you're wrong. No matter what you guessed, unless you happen to know what the movie was before, you got it wrong, I guarantee that. So yeah, basically because of that, like, movie names don't really matter to me so much. Instead, it's just the movie which had like, what's his name? 50 Cent, but also famous guy from, I think, I even forget the actor's name apparently, but it had like Gerald Butler in it. He's famous, and it was about like, like robbing banks. Really cool. Liked it a lot. Thought it was really good. It was good action. I was like on board with the movie. And yeah, I watched 2 movies this past week, so that's crazy. But no, the reason I mention that is not because I want to brag like crazy about my exorbitant 2-movie lifestyle. Like, wow, you 2 in 1 week, Toy Cat. That must have been hard. Like, you have to pace yourself or what? But no, it's because I've had now a fair amount of experience with like going to the movies, and there's a lot of things that like, again, I feel like with every experience, it's like, this could be improved, and I guess I'll throw it out there. But first of all, I want to mention like the most infuriating thing, because in case you're curious, again, it was called like Den of Thieves, and again, it's Darkest Hour. Darkest Hour is about Winston Churchill in World War II. It's like such a boring movie description, and it's like, it was widely liked by people. Like, most Google users really liked the movie, but most critics disliked it. Most users hated Darkest Hour, but most critics liked it, and most critics really disliked Den of Thieves, and most people who watched the movie, just normal people, really liked it. And I like that contrast, because it kind of is like one of the big... Also, let's just start placing rails, shall we? It's one of the big things at the center of like how you make a movie, right? Like, what makes something good? Is it when something's enjoyed, or is it when something's good? Because we always seem to have like, a lot of things we watch we don't think are good, but we kind of liked watching them anyway, right? And then a lot of things that we think are good we don't watch very often. Like, my favorite movie, I've said, was The Butterfly Effect. I haven't watched it in quite some time. Like, I watched it maybe like 8 times now, but I haven't watched it recently. I only watched it the one time. Whereas, like bad YouTube videos, I probably watched like 50 bad YouTube videos this week. But why didn't I just watch The Butterfly Effect again? And that's I guess the simplest breakdown of why that's the case. It's a broad simplification, and it's missing like the big parts of why. But it is interesting, right, that there's a lot of like, good things that are bad and bad things that are popular, or like, you know, good things that aren't popular and bad things which are popular, which everyone can acknowledge, or usually people can acknowledge, but still we just like kind of say like, well, but that's still the case, right? Also, I think we'll have some, because we've got a stretch here, we'll use this for powered rail, and then we'll go straight back to the winding left and right. So we'll go through this cave, we'll have like a break midway through too, maybe, and yeah, we just do this well enough, we'll go all the way and somehow power the minecart all the way here. Because again, this is like one of the big accomplishments I want to get done, so I'm really trying to focus on it. I got all the rails I figured I'd need, like just too many really, so I can definitely connect up, and then it should just magically all happen. So yeah, I'm kind of pumped about that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I watched you know, both movies, and honestly, I think I preferred the terrible movie, which I can admit was terrible. The only reason it was popular is because it had like Ice Cube and 50 Cent, and because you know, I'll admit I liked him. Is he Ice Cube? He might not be Ice Cube. He's like he's a famous looking dude. I looked at him. I was like, he's from that movie, like the one about NWA, right? But whatever. It's either way. My point was, it's a movie, and it's a pretty good one, and I actually like that one more than like this is, because it was the thing about the Darkest Hour is it's a really particular documentary. Like someone was like, I need to detail this particular thing so bad, because you know, you might think, oh, it's a World War II documentary. I loved, you know, I don't know, Saving Private Ryan. I've never watched that actually, but the truth is actually it was a movie about you know, like specifically when Britain decided to fight in World War II as opposed to just seeking peace, because for the longest time, you know, like the reason that like France, you know, basically what most countries don't want to go to war. That was especially true of like Britain during World War II. And we were like, you know, maybe we shouldn't. But then one guy's like, yes, we should. And the movie's about that guy, while like trying to like criticize him a bit and make him look weak. But also, it's interesting stuff. It's just one of those types of movies where it's like a really particular thing. It's like parliamentary politics of the 1940s. And it's like, geez, that is like that is something that no one would have ever spoken about before this. And I guess it's a good thing that it's coming up, maybe. Yeah, it's interesting that like, and then the other one, it's like generic, like, it's an action movie. There's guns being shot at each other. There's banks being robbed. There's like a mystery being solved. And I know I just love that I watched two movies and they were a perfect contrast. But the real reason that I didn't like Darkest Hour, this isn't why I didn't like it, but why I really was angry with it, is the fact that it's a movie about Winston Churchill, the UK's most famous, and technically, I don't want to like, again, some people like, nowadays there's like an effort to like make him not loved, but he's widely considered one of the best UK prime ministers because he was one of the few people that like foresaw World War II and then like led us through it, etc., etc., etc. But anyway, my point being is it's all about him. A UK figure in a UK war against the European like issue, and it came out first in America. Like non-worldwide release dates drive me insane, but this is a movie about Britain, and they premiered it like 2 months ago in America. So I was like, wait, this came out in 2017, but like this is the first showing. That's the reasoning why. So there you go. That was the most like I don't know why anyone would do that besides to annoy people. Like honestly, we live in 2018. Like I think I understood, like, you know, 200 years ago, if you're releasing something, yeah, different countries, different laws, etc., etc. But we live in 2018. Did I say 17? We live in 2018 now. It's a time where all you need to do is just send the tapes, you know, make a second set of tapes, send them to Europe at the same time or something, and then voila, you can magically, you know, as if because you know the world doesn't really have oceans of the internet, because otherwise someone's just going to pirate it. And like honestly, I encourage you to pirate anything that's like, if it hasn't come out in your country and it's been months since it came out, sure, you know, like that if they're not willing to sell you something, if they want to sell it to someone else first, then there's something always just frustrating about that. And it happened with this movie, which again is meant to be like, it's like a biography, but about like a very particular time. You know, the Darkest Hour, if you will. That's where the title comes from. Hey, that's where it does have a relation to the film. See, it's about the Britain's Darkest Hour, where we thought we'd be invaded, but then, you know, we fought strong anyway, and we saved all the troops, and blah 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 blah. And Den of Thieves was called Den of Thieves because they all stole things. They wanted to steal a lot of money, in fact. Although actually, you know, I was going to spoil it, but they want to steal a lot of money, and they have a den, technically, so that's why that's the name. So, as you can see, clever names, less clever names, they both exist in the world. So I think, oh gosh, okay, I thought my Lytra broke, but I just, sometimes when you press A, it doesn't open correctly. Whatever, weird stuff, right? So I'm going to run through my tunnel. I'm going to check that it is all railed up, because it might not be. Again, it's been a while since I actually ran a minecart down this. And then we're going to try and go find some gold, because I now need like 12 bits of gold or something, and then I'm golden. Hey, I didn't mean to make that. It's not even a good pun. It's a really bad pun. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. But yeah, basically, I should be all good on this. As soon as we get this done, we'll just find some gold, and we'll be wonderful with that. So yeah, going back to what I was saying though, I think so I would recommend Den of Thieves, even though Darkest Hour was objectively a better movie. It's still just like, one, why would you release that in America first? Like, does America even care about the UK Prime Minister during World War II deciding whether or not to fight Nazi Germany? I really don't know if that's like a thing they care about. So, one, that's annoying. Two, it's like it's a slap in the face if someone wants to watch it. Well, they're expected to fly to America because you won't go to them. That's what it is. It's like, oh, you can wait or you can fly to America. Like, we could give it to you now, but we won't. So that's frustrating. Some games do this, in fact. Like, a lot of games used to do this, where they'd launch in America first, then in Europe. And the only reason they stopped is because, like, people would pirate it. And it's like, I'm glad they stopped now. Funny how, like, consumer action kind of fixes that sort of thing. But, like, even now, like, DLC sometimes, it's like, yeah, why don't we just release it, like, bit by bit? And it's like, there's no reason to. It's a digital file. You're just choosing to. I honestly, I have no idea what the benefits of it is. Like, every issue, I think it's important to look at the other side. But this is just one of those things where it's like, I think they just like being jerks. I think they just think, like, America should go first because it's America. It's the most important country. Or, whatever their internal thought process is. It annoys me either way, basically. It annoys me either way. So now we can mine through all these little tunnels. And we can make this, like, a fully complete little thing. So looking pretty good. And then as soon as we finish this tunnel, again, we'll get the gold going. And then we should be able to move the Elder Guardian. That's like, the real goal here. Because, again, there's an Elder Guardian in the middle of nowhere. If you've never seen it, like, if this is one of your first Let's Plays, one, this series is, like, so confusing for people who have never viewed before. Like, I can appreciate that, so apologies about that. But two, is the fact that, yeah, I have an Elder Guardian on. Oh, God, where did that creeper come from? How did that just happen? Like, he jumped from the ceiling there somewhere. Okay, I have to be really careful about this. Again, we want to really... Oh, no! Okay. Okay, we're good. So there's a little gap up here. And there was 2 blocks where the creeper could have spawned. And he spawned in one of them, and then fell down as I came here. That's like a dangerous warning for the future, right? Like, guess what? Creepers will fall from the ceiling, and they'll mess you up if you're not careful. So, I don't know, just a reminder. Watch out for creepers. They're bad for you and stuff. So what I actually want to do here, is I want to make an entrance to, like... Because I need to... I think I've got a mine over in the old Let's Play world anyway. In fact, let's take the mine route there, because then we can mine it a bit. And then we'll go find some gold there. Because I think finding, like, 12 bits of gold should be the easiest task ever. Like, in fact, my goal now is to find it in the next 5 minutes, starting now. So you can check your own time frame. Mine says 12:50, but includes a few seconds otherwise. If by, like, 18 minutes I haven't found gold, 8 bits of gold. Yeah, let's say 12 bits, actually, because I need that for... Actually, how much gold do you need for rails? I think it's 6, right? So, yeah, we'll say 12 bits of rail by 18 minutes, or something's gone horribly wrong, and I don't know how things work. And I'll have to admit that. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. I say that so much, and then I go back to something else entirely, because I think I have a real problem with, like, focusing on one subject. And although that's arguably a problem, I think that's kind of a good thing, because if you focus on one thing forever, then you'll never... there's so much in life you need to experience that focusing on any one bit of it at a time is going to run into issues. But yeah, I want to talk about the cinema experience in general. Because every time I go to the movies, I show up deliberately about 17 minutes late. Because 20 minutes after the... Again, at least in my local cinema, 20 minutes after the... Oh, this is not the right way up. 20 minutes after the film begins is when... Oh, sorry, after the film begins, air quotes, is when it actually begins. And it's crazy to me because this is almost like I'm gonna mention... I mentioned it yesterday, but maybe I recorded something else then. But in the podcast, Serious Sunday thing, there's a lot of, like, lies in the world where it's like, we'll just tell you this because it makes things easier in general. And one of those is, like, when cinemas say begins at 12, it begins at 12:20. When it says begins at, 1:30, begins closer to 2. Because, like, they make a lot of their money from the ads, so they need to get as many people in there watching the ads. But what makes me really, like sad is when people show up early, like, earlier than the film beginning time, so they'll sat there in, like, an empty space, waiting for the ads. And it's like, oh, man, this is the downside. Like, when you have, like, prepared people, it, like, really sucks in the end. And, yeah, just one of those little weird things. Like, if you're prepared, going to a cinema probably sucks. So I'm just going to dig down here. There shouldn't be lava because I've already dug down through it, and I'll eventually end up... Oh, there's just water down there. Oh, easy. I'll eventually end up in my cave, which it's been a while since I've been in my old cave system, so I don't even know what's on here. Like, I guess there's some lava, which I've granited up. Is this all I found? I was just like, you know, lava, that's good enough for me. So I guess I'll dig around this, get some granite going on. I mean, it's been a while since I found granite because I do most of my mining in my my old world rather than my new world. But if I do it here, I'll get granite instead. So, oh, you know, okay, chat. I'm so used to saying chat to refer to my subscribers because I've been streaming. I streamed so much in December. Tell me what I should make with granite in the comments because I still read the comments on the Let's Play. Yeah, back to what I was saying then. Oh no, we don't have a space for. Okay, we don't. Okay, I'll take a obsidian over a cobblestone. Oh wait, I still have. I have 2.5 minutes to find this gold, and I have a huge cave which I'm pretty sure I've explored already. And there's a random bit of non-flowing lava there. But yeah, basically I streamed a whole bunch in December. There we go. There's some gold. It's just impossible to get to. Okay, challenge accepted. So we'll place some gravel. Easy stuff. Stack up onto the gravel. I mean, this is just asking to die, isn't it? So we'll replace this with some cobblestone, because cobblestone's less valuable. And let's just hope that's 12 bits, because then I'll be so right. But yeah, the cinema experience is a really odd one. You have to show up like 20 minutes late to skip to the ads. You have to like... but then if you do that, then like everyone's already in there, you look like you're late. And I know it's kind of an odd experience, showing up too late for the movie. But then on top of that, there's the whole experience of like, oh yeah, well... But the thing I like, really, is the fact that like it's kind of shunned to have your phone out. But some people, one, they'll have their phone out and you can just see their face, because they don't realize that like the light isn't just going to their eyes, it's like lighting them up. You know, if you can see something, something can see you. But also, there's the funny fact of like, some people, this is the most frustrating thing, feel the need to comment out loud on the movie, as if like, you know what, the reason I'm going to this movie is to hear your funny commentary. I want to know what you think about, you know, like, oh no, he didn't, when he says something funny. Because, you know, laughter's fine. Like, you can't stop yourself from laughing. Laughing's a good thing, everyone does. But, like, as soon as you devolve into, like, hey, here's my comedy routine over the film, like, what even... Some people do that, and, okay, if you watch this right now, and you've ever done that, like, just one, stop, but two, tell me why. I'd love to... I want to know what's inside their minds. Like, do they think it's like, yeah, I'm doing this at the service? Like, they're getting free comedy in their movie. Like, maybe when they're done, they could be like, hey, if you want to watch my comedy routine, it's available on this website. Also, we're 30 seconds away, and I've only got 1 gold. So I think, needless to say, this isn't happening. Although, maybe, okay. If there's something over here, I haven't been here yet, so if we can just pray. We got 30 seconds till I said I said that I would have 12 gold. And although I'm 11 gold short, which I probably didn't... Okay, I did pick it up. Although I'm probably not going to make it. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, we got like 10 seconds. I see some iron. I see some more iron. Come on, save me, gold. Save me. I can do this. And... oh my gosh, I found a mob spawner. See, it's not quite gold, but it's like better, right? Like gold you use once, but a mob spawner lasts forever. With saddles and name tags, like all the good stuff. Oh, and a golden apple. Heck yeah. And 13. These are... oh wait, no, the enchanted ones are not going to be craftable. But still, we did pretty good for ourselves. Like, this is good. I'm going to mine up from here. Going to make like a little point and be like, yeah, look at this. Found myself... because I really want name tags. Like, I don't know what for, but like they're rare and valuable. So that's kind of nice. So, okay, to conclude, movies are good. Darkest Hour is like, eh. Although it's like, I know historically important maybe. Den of Thieves is like a garbage movie, but I really liked it anyway. And cinemas are like, they're really rough. You have to know the rule. You have like, there's a lot of cool things in life where like, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it's surprising that this applies to like, you know, cinemas and like probably like any activity you do, like theme parks. You know, it flies there too. You gotta go at certain times. Flying is like, through the process of flying so many years, like the amount I've made it easier for myself. Like I love airports. I love them at first too, but now I'm like, oh yeah, this is my comfortable place. Airports. If I could just go to the airport and hang out, I would. Like they're a bit far away from my house to do that, and they won't let you in unless you have a boarding pass. But I'd be down. I'd enjoy that. But sadly, that is not a thing you can do. I could probably buy a cheap flight somewhere and then just like lay there, because like it's really cheap to buy flights from London airports to like somewhere. Like I could buy a flight to like vague Swedish airport for like £9 or something, and then I could go sit in the airport for £9. But I'm not going to do that. But I would do it, but I'm not going to. But you know, it's one of those things where like that's how fun flying can be, once you work out all the little kinks in it, I guess. And yeah, maybe there's a lesson in that, maybe there's not. But also, I'm not as good at finding gold as I thought I was, because I've still found none. Because I don't know what layer I'm at. It's like I'm playing without coordinates because I don't have a map. It's like, I mean, I'm probably at, I mean, there's lava, so I'm probably at diamond layer, which means I must be at gold layer somewhere. But I guess I probably came through here, searched for the gold, and then kind of moved on. So I guess we didn't get that. We didn't finish our track today. But that means next week, it's definitely happening, I swear. And in fact, we're going to do a lot of mining in this section. Like, in fact, wait, here's a cool idea. I'm going to mine. So I want to, okay, wait. Yeah, I'll go up and I'll show you this. Because I want to physically show you. You know, the cool thing about videos is you can show things off. I'm going to fly to the old mine. I'm going to, like, physically mine that to the edge of the world. And then mine all the way over there. So I can get granite. I can get, like, all these good things. Because, yeah, that's what we'll do right here. It'll be wonderful. I'm also going to get a bunch of, like, andesite and garbage, it seems, so... Again, I feel like andesite is just never a good block, but granite, like, it has, like, a real potential use. And given they're changing the granite texture soon to make it, like, even better, I'm just saying, now's the best time there's ever been to invest in granite, so... I know I sound like a salesman for granite, but, like, invest in granite now. It'll get better, trust me. And I know you can't see the screen. I can't see the screen either. I'm just hopping, and I'm mining vaguely upwards, and taking a bit of damage, it seems. I'm going to end up in the ocean, I think. That's my official prediction here. Nope, a little cave, it seems. Okay, I'm going to keep on going, because I really want to show you this. I want to show you my idea as it physically exists. So yeah, as well as being upset about World War release dates, because that's just one of those things in the world where it's like, there's no good reasons besides being a jerk. There's a lot of things out there, right, actually, right, where it's like, you know, this is just, like, objectively just not good. Like, no one is ever like, yeah, that's a good idea, except someone clearly at some point was, but they clearly have bad ideas all the time. So, it's nighttime, but I'm just going to fly above this little forest. Again, I have no idea what forest this is. Like, I'm so far away from, like, recognizable civilization, it seems. Yeah, where am I? Oh, I'm on the other side of the mountain. Okay. Easy stuff. So we're going to fly, because there's no underground route yet. And I'm going to make an underground route from the huge Oh, look, there's my cat post. That's my house, my scratching post. That's a cool idea. I should do that again sometime. We're going to get off just over here, and we're going to do like a run along the ice. Because if we just keep... Fun fact, if you fly on the ice, you can get some like serious speed because of how the flying mechanics work. So if you've ever wanted to pick up some like serious speed and not break your leash too badly, here's a fun way to do that. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to fly, or not fly, go to my underground base, and I'm going to show you this in the live flash. I know, like, the thing, again, this is the thing about YouTube, but like, you know, if you take too long to do something, it's kind of like an anticlimax. That's why some people like really heavily edit their videos. I really do think that like non-edited is like a better way to convey something, because it's more like you're talking to someone, whereas when you heavily edit something, it's like, this is something someone's made. And although, you know, there are some videos where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glad I made that. Like the top 10 update videos, it's like, there's a thing I made. I wanted to tell you about the top 10 updates, and I made some videos about it. Or I sent them to my editor. But, you know, I feel like most videos, at least what I like watching, I'm different to most people, as it turns out. Oh, we got, okay, 1 gold. Is there any gold in these chests? No, there's no gold anywhere. All the gold is lost. Nope, no gold in here either. So I'll put the gold in there for now. I'll put like, I've got some iron I need to use up too. And we'll also put the cobblestone away. Wait, we'll put the cobblestone inside the furnaces. Like bit by bit, we'll make that work. And just throw the rest in here. Just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Just go away, please, go away. Okay, so we're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna show you how I have this huge room, right? This is one of my huge projects, where I've been destroying just a huge free block high area. I'm going to make this go all the way underground. Like, I'll make tunnels, I guess, and then eventually expand it. All the way into the new world. So you can see, at least in theory, yeah, I think if we go this way like 400 blocks, which my tunnel does go that far, we'll reach a magical point where I'll expand to the old world border. I think that should be kind of fun to check out, actually. I think so. But yeah, I think also I probably jump around a bit too much from my points. Like, I probably talk in the style of someone who's like editing their video like crazy, but this is just my voice. And maybe that's cool. Maybe that's just like too horrific to follow. Because I know a really like easily structured point is when someone's just like, here are the points I've got. I'm gonna lay them out on the table. 1, I think that the world is flat. And the reasons I think this is because I don't understand science, and therefore it's not true. 2, I think that when you go to the edge of the world, there is a teleporting machine that takes you to the other side. This is how it's faster to fly over the North Pole than around it. Because, I know, fun fact is, like, I always love this fact because it still blows my mind a bit, but, like, to get to most places in the world, you fly over one of, like, either the North Pole or the South Pole, because it's just the fastest way to or from most places, so I find that shocking. And free. So, yeah, we're going to start digging as soon as we find, oh, there's iron. See, there's so much iron that I've just never collected in this world. Because I was like, you know, I have too much iron. But then, like, what's that thing called? Beacons came out, and suddenly, like, iron was just in, like, all the demand. And then I started making more of these, like, weird projects. Is that lava, or is that, like, leftover lava? It's leftover. Okay, so we're going to grab all of that. And if we mine this way, eventually there's going to be this magical point. I don't know exactly where, but you'll clearly be able to spot it. Oh, so there we go. I think we just hit it. I think maybe exactly here. Yeah, this exactly here, this wall. Maybe? No, it's hard to be certain. But there's a wall around here somewhere where we suddenly go from, like, old gen to new gen. I wonder where exactly it was, actually. Like, if we dug around enough, we'd find it. But my point being is now we can find granite here, and we'll dig around, and I won't take this new block for granite. Hope you all enjoyed this video. That pun is the best we can get for today.